Well, hey there, Pepper people. We got to talk about the dumbest product for users of CPAP bilevel ASV that I've never used, but don't even have to, and that is the CSpring. Now, if you don't know what the CSpring is, it is an extra added reservoir for your humidifier chamber. It's supposed to add a whole lot more volume because apparently everyone is running dry on their humidification. Now, I know I'm not doing this to cover up my lion eyes, and I just don't want you to see my squinty eyes with rat-like features. Okay, so the whole point of CSpring is it refills your humidifier tank because your humidifier tank keeps going dry all night. Now, to me, this is solving a problem. It is a problem, but it's not addressing the actual problem. Let me give you one of my famous analogies that usually sometimes almost makes sense. Now, there is a problem of people and their dogs getting loose. Now, if someone keeps having their dog getting loose, and I start up a business of, basically think of it as a dog catcher. I just roam around. We have maybe GPS on your dog. I chase him down with like a pool net or something, and I catch your dog and I keep bringing him back, but he keeps getting out. And so we just keep going through that entire scenario daily, several times a day. Dog gets out, I GPS him, I track him down, and I catch him with my giant net. Bring him back to the yard, keeps getting out. One might say, like, that's a fantastic, phenomenal business idea, you going out and catching that dog over and over again. But you could also just close the gate to the yard, and then the dog just stops getting out entirely. Now, you think that's a weird analogy? And maybe it is. Huh. That was easy. But your humidifier tank going dry is the exact same. The problem isn't the size of the humidifier chamber, but it is you're leaving the gate open. You're allowing all that air to get out. So the whole purpose of CPAP or any PAP device is continuous positive pressure. Now, in able to keep that pressure up, it has to be more than not a leak-free environment. That's going to keep the pressure up. Think of your car tire. There's no holes in it, right? No holes at all. And it maintains that column of air that can hold up the entire weight of your car. Now, CPAP's a little bit different because you have to have the exhaust because you're expiring CO2, but it's relatively a really small leak, and you're adding more air in. So you're getting fresh air, a little bit of dirty air out, and you're maintaining that pneumatic splint or that pressurized airway. Now, if you open your mouth, that entire airway splint is gone. Your airway collapses, you sleep like crap. Okay, this is also where the CSpring, where it comes into play, or I should say your humidifier. It's going dry because now you're opening up the system to the environment. You have a lot of warm, moist air with air blowing over it, and you have your gaping open mouth, and stuff is just gonna shoot right out of that. So now you're not getting really good sleep, and you're also gonna be drying out your sinuses, you're gonna dry out your throat, you're gonna have that super Sahara dry beef jerky tongue. No one likes that. Let's go with another analogy. If I have a bucket of water and I leave it open out on a hot sunny day, all that water, it's going bye-bye. We have an open system. It's all gonna evaporate out into the environment. You're gonna lose all of that water. Now, if I leave the same bucket of water out on that same hot day and I put saran wrap over it, making it a closed system, or I put a lid on it, all of that moisture is gonna stay inside. And now your CPAP usage is the exact same. That circuit of your lungs, your upper airway, your mouth, your nose, your sinuses, the PAP device, if it's all a closed circuit, moisture stays in, moisture doesn't go anywhere, and you wake up with a moist tongue, moist airway, moist throat. That sounds gross. Now, as an added bonus, you can avoid the CSpring, save your money, but you're also gonna improve your sleep with this one simple step that I will get to in just 1 second. First, I gotta throw it over to the sponsor of this video, which is cpapsupplies.com. And dear sweet God, I pray to God, please don't sell this CSpring. Yes, we're in the clear. Okay, if you want something that is inexpensive, but like actually makes your life easier as far as using a PAP device, check out the product called, I think it's like the Super Hose Buddy or the Hose Boss. Basically, this is an invention I came up with, and I'm sad I didn't do it. Really, all you need is a 3M hook on the wall and then something to tether to your tubing. These guys did it, and they're selling it for like 20 bucks. makes your life easy. This is, in doing PAP therapy analysis with people, one of the biggest problems people have is hose management. They like masks that fit on the top of their head. Those come with other drawbacks, but they need something to support the hose. And this thing does it in a good, cheap way without being bulky and taking up your entire bedroom. Check out the, I don't know what this is called, the Hose Boss, I think. The Cozy Hosey Boss or something. Check it out. You can throw that baby in your cart. It's, I think, like 20 bucks. Use discount code LankySpring and you're going to save yourself 25% off that. So now you're getting it for like 15 bucks. Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so what's the solution to not running out of water with your humidifier tank? Simply taping your mouth. That's it. You can tape your mouth if you're using a nasal or nasal pillow mask. If you're using a full face mask, you want to prevent jaw drop. That's your jaw falling back, get a purge of air at the bottom. You can resolve that using something like a soft cervical collar. That works really well, but in looking at it, it looks rough, but it works really well. You can also use a chin strap. Probably doesn't work as great as the soft cervical collar. If you happen to have a dentist-made oral appliance that is something for mandibular advancement, those work really, really well with a full face mask. Now, I have other videos on how to tape products to use. I'll let you find those, but that's the best way. And that, in our analogy, is closing the gate or closing the circuit. And sometimes, including myself, you find that when you tape your mouth and everything is closed circuit, I use 13 centimeters of water. I never wake up with a dry mouth. I never have a mouth leak. I sleep great throughout the night because my mouth isn't opening, allowing my airway to collapse, drying out my mouth, causing me to wake up with sleep disordered breathing. So on a final note, what I want to say, people who are selling CSpring, it's providing a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. You can take it up the line and just simply close the mouth. That fixes the whole problem. Easier and for more effective sleep. So people who are selling this either don't understand the mechanics of how PAP devices work, or they're just trying to make money. That's legitimately it. If you don't understand the mechanics of it, that's fine. I get it. You don't understand the mechanics of it. No problem. Now you do. But if you're just trying to earn a buck and you do understand the mechanics, that's pretty shady and pretty slimy. And you guys know who you are. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you want to have an in-depth PAP analysis, check out axgsleepdiagnostics.com. If you like this kind of content, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this content. And if you don't want to do any of that, I just appreciate you watching. Thank you. Bye.
And time for an extra thick thanks, buddy, to my top-level supporters, Doug Toombs, Jason Georgiades, Patricia Espelong, Stuart Hetherington, Alan Liu, Edward Steiner, and I'd like to say thank you also to these people, as well as those other people. Up the ante, you get a shout-out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Barely even on screen, but still appreciate the support.